All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my beautiful people. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today's a special day due to the fact that just yesterday, the 16th, it was announced that ASAP Rocky was going to be releasing his long awaited 8-year album, which I posted a video about. I was so happy. I showed you guys the screenshot of the thing that I got, and it just so happens that they were quick with it. I'm talking about 2 day shipping, and I'm telling you, the album dropped yesterday, and I just got the exclusive collaboration that he did. I was asking around on Google, and I even asked my mom if she could help me, and it was called Quince, I believe. Quince? I have no idea still. I think it's Quince, but it's basically a collaboration that he did with them. And this album, like I just mentioned, was 8 years anticipated. So I didn't know that he was going to drop this specific one. Like I mentioned in my previous video, which I'll link down below, I was basically talking about the fact that I actually got two of them. I actually got the pre-release for the Amazon exclusive thing that I got going on because I was the OG member, and I got this one based off of his website. I got a notification with the subscription letter, and it just so happened that he designed this specifically for Quince, which is a vinyl that's custom. It's co-branded for this specific cover with Quince, and it is tying Rocky's immersive storytelling to Quince's commitment to thoughtful design and craftsmanship. The result is more than a record, according to them. It's a design object, a fashion object, and a cultural artifact. And it's due to the fact that I think ASAP Rocky is now defined as a cultural icon. I would say that Rocky is not just music. He has expanded his horizon much more than anything that I could have ever imagined a rapper in my generation, or maybe even the generation ahead of mine, one above mine, would be doing. So I thought it was really cool. He did anticipate this album to come out a long time ago, and I'll tell you guys the timeline right now. I actually link the actual timeline of what I have so far, and I'm gonna just spitball it real quick. So yeah, it is, like I mentioned, it has experienced a tumultuous multi-year rollout. So when I'm talking about we have been anticipating this. We have been anticipating this. So here's the timeline. 2022 to 2023, he initially began teasing it. I'm talking about 3 years ago now because we're in 2026, mind you. So following his 2018 album, so this is 4 years, 5 years after testing, there was speculation for years going on of what he was going to do after he did testing, whatever. So in May 2022, Rocky clarified the album would not be called All Smiles. So that's something that we already had back in the day. However, in December 2022, he revealed he was collaborating with Metro Boomin on new music, which I'm pretty sure might have been something along the lines of what we saw on the Metro tape. So I thought that was pretty cool. And maybe he even got something to do with the super hero soundtrack that he did with the Spider-Man soundtrack. So that may be something to do because I know Metro had a lot to do with that. He was a producer for a lot of the soundtrack. So yeah, next thing you know, July 2023, Riot, Rowdy Pippin, whatever you want to call it, is released, which is later referred to as a single for the upcoming album, which we were expecting as fans to come out soon. However, August 22nd, 2024, which is 1 year after, I'm talking about a major little late. We're talking a year after. In a Billboard cover story, it is announced that the album is delayed from an intended August 30th, 2024 release, which would then lead it to the date for the fall of 2024. So damn, I'm talking about we've been waiting for this. So mind you, he teased it in 2022, and now we're going into 2024. So August 2024, Rocky posts on social media citing sample clearances that it's been 6 years and I want to give you guys the best album ever. That's what he put on his story, whatever. Now December 2024, 2 Christmases ago, or a Christmas and a half ago now, reports emerged that the album is delayed again with a new targeted timeline of early 2025. So at this point, a lot of fans are just saying, bro, it's washed, give it up. I don't think it'll ever come out. And I mean, I'm holding it in my hand, so obviously it did come out. It's just that whether it be leaks, whether it be him, whether it be something that he was dealing with, because mind you, I was just telling my friend this, 8 years since testing to now, he's had 3 babies. Rihanna has gotten married with him. He has a Timberland sponsorship. Spike Lee directed advertisements for it. He's a Gucci ambassador. He's out here getting Gucci guilty bags with the advertisements. He has his own LLC, meaning that he's producing all his own music and he's distributing it all himself. So that means this entire album, if you look at it on any social media or any platform, albeit music streaming wise, you could see at the bottom it says ASAP Rocky Recordings LLC, meaning that all the distribution and everything that's going is going to go 100% to him. He owns his masters nowadays. He doesn't have to deal with the recording of anything. Maybe with like distribution and stuff for vinyls or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's so dope. That's why I find that there may have been a lot of logistical stuff that he had to go through because he was transitioning into like a better self. So I thought that was crazy. July 2025, sorry for the hiatus, Pray for the Gang is released as an Apple Music exclusive, but the album still remains unreleased. So I'm talking about he's released like 2-3 tracks now and still nothing. So October 2025, Rocky stops giving specific dates, telling fans social media all over to just wait and enjoy the record when it arrives. Next thing you know, on December 19th, which is about like 4 weeks ago from the filming of this, because it is Saturday, January 17th as of the filming of this, he announces his January 16th, 2026. That was yesterday, and boom, now we're here. Throughout 2024, singles such as Hijack, Taylor Swift, Ruby Rosary were released to keep up the momentum based off of the missed album dates. However, I feel like he had to go back to the studio because he was giving us songs, like kind of like sprinkling them there so that way you wouldn't get tired of him constantly delaying it or whatever. Point being, this album is definitely worth the wait. 8 years, I don't know if it's worth 8 years the wait. However, I will say there are a lot of great standout tracks. One of the tracks that I think will probably be in contention for like my top 5. I know it's early in the year. We're talking about 2-3 weeks into January for the new year. But I will say Stay Here for Life with that Brent Faiyaz angelic vocal collaboration that he had with the melody. It was beautiful. It's heaven sent. I know that they were saying that there's like a Ken Carson Mewtwo sample, but only on his specific part. You guys could get me on that. I thought it was super dope. I would say Stay Here for Life, Playa, Punk Rocky, which was actually a single he dropped with a visual, which I thought was pretty interesting. Whiskey, Release Me, whatever, Don't Be Dumb / Trip Baby, and Fish and Steak, What It Is with Tyler the Creator was really dope. The ad-libs for West Side Gun were insane. Sauce Walker as like a surprise feature was really dope. There was a lot of great standout things. I think that the Doechii, I believe the song is called Robbery. It was really dope. I thought, yeah, it is track 13, Robbery. Doechii had a specific little verse where she just went off. It was really cool. If you're not a Doechii fan, I think you're not going to like it. However, she does deliver like a raw vocal performance, so I thought it was really cool. And yeah, I would say the album, does it live up to the hype? I'll leave that up to you guys. To me, I'm giving it like an 8 out of 10. I have listened to it maybe like 4 or 5 times now. Here throughout the day, cleaning, going out, skating, whatever maybe. And I would say that it's grown on me. There's certain parts where a bit experimental. I would say it's a little bit more experimental than like a testing. If you're more into testing, I would say this is your cup of tea. I would say a lot of the ideas that he had in testing, he did redefine them and made them a little bit more accessible with this one. So I thought it was really cool. And I mean, now he has a lot more potential due to the fact that he has 8 years of experience in his belt from testing to now. So the visuals, the music production, it's really good. Even the artwork that he has for the thing, he's collaborating with different things such as Built. He did something with Quince. I thought it was really cool how he was doing signed, non-signed. He even got Tim Burton to do the cover. Like, he's a very experimental and creative mind, and it's so cool to see him bloom, you know. It's so dope in my generation that somebody's pushing the envelope as much as he is. I don't think A$AP Rocky has ever delivered something that is dull. There may be some hits, some misses, but I mean, it is what it is. I would say that you guys definitely have to listen to it. It's one of the best albums I would say that gets released this year due to the fact that it's highly anticipated, but who's to know? I'm hoping to see more of him, whether it be singles, movies, whatever it may be. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this album. I thought it was really cool. I'm going to be dropping another one so that way I can show you guys the other vinyl that I got for this one. But yeah, it's super dope. Wanted to get on here real quick, tell you guys about how dope this album is. And yeah, love you guys. Appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments of the album and everything. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Deuces. Love you guys. Woof.